Aloha! This is lesson 343 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. I am not asked to make a sacrifice to find the mercy and the peace of God. The end of suffering cannot be loss. The gift of everything can be but gain. You only give, you never take away. And you created me to be like you, so sacrifice becomes impossible for me, as well as you. I, too, must give. And so all things are given unto me forever and forever. As I was created, I remain. Your son can make no sacrifice, for he must be complete, having the function of completing you. I am complete because I am your son. I cannot lose, for I can only give, and everything is mine eternally. The mercy and the peace of God are free. Salvation has no cost. It is a gift that must be freely given and received. And it is that we would learn today. That concludes the text. I am not asked to make a sacrifice to find the mercy and the peace of God. This undoes the ego's deepest confusion that peace demands loss. Look at wars. It's like, okay, some people are going to have to die so we could have peace. It's hilarious. So this lesson replaces that ego interpretation of the world with the divine law of increase through giving. See? Really, there's increase for all of us through giving. It's not like the end of suffering could be some kind of loss. The ego believes, though, that this kind of divine joy requires that you give up something, that you have to give up pleasure, that you have to give up safety, for instance, or your individuality to receive peace. Nothing needs to change at all. It will change. It'll all change because of knowing who you are. When you can fully recognize that there's no sacrifice being asked of you at all. You're not asked to give up anything. To the ego, you're giving something up, though. To the ego, you're giving up self-righteousness, judgment, belief in form as being apart from you. You know, yourself and the form, the world you made, are one. Thinking with the ego makes them seem separate. As if you have to now deal with the conditions of the world. The world is conditioned to reflect to you. It's conditioned by you to reflect to you what you wanted to hold on to that was nothing. See, so what you're giving up is not something that belongs to you. It's not something that you would keep except out of fear. It's allowing the pain to be undone. It's been pain to hold this stuff to you, to yourself. It's allowing pain caused by fear, brought on by fear, to be undone. This is not any kind of deprivation. You lose nothing when you choose to relinquish the illusion that the world is outside of you. God only gives power. He doesn't take away. You only give, and you never take away. That's what it says. You only give, you never take away. You and God are the same. These are capital Y's being used. So if God never gives, or God never takes away and only gives, that must mean that you can only do that too. And you're living in illusion when you believe that you could take anyone's power away. There's no concept of sacrifice in God. There's no debt. There's no need for forgiveness even. See, true forgiveness is recognizing there's no need for forgiveness. What I thought happened didn't happen. See that? So to be like God, and you are like God, is to give without projecting loss. It's to bless, it's to extend peace. And in doing so, these are increased. You see how this is power, the power of God. You were created to give as God gives, and you can't give another way. You're only dreaming that. It says, you created me to be like you. Creation itself is an act of giving. You're not like a receiver in scarcity, like, God, please give me something. You're an extension of pure abundance. And you're created to extend that pure abundance. Every act of love that you give reflects that. Smile, kind gesture, especially, these are actually effects, especially recognizing in your mind when your mind's going to condemn, and let yourself go back to being a blessing instead. Because when your mind moves to condemn, you're dreaming. That's why you receive the benefits of responding like this as, oh, there's a call for love. In your own mind, where your mind moves to condemn, oh, there's a call for love. You think Donald Trump's doing a bad job? Oh, there's a call for love. You don't make any sense of the world. That's ridiculous. Notice that's a call for love in your own mind. Watch your energy field be uplifted by seeing that. Sacrifice is just an illusion of the ego. It says your son can make no sacrifice. See, sacrifice is assuming there's lack, there's separation, there's conflict of interests. All these things are impossible to God. And you can say you are in God or you are God eventually. If you don't see that yet, you're in God, let's say, or you're an extension of God. And all extensions of God can only do as God does. See, the ego measures love by what it costs. What do I have to do to deserve this? The spirit measures it by how freely it flows, how freely it's flowing. Love is just flowing through you. It's not something that you get from outside of yourself. You actually extend it, let it flow through you, and it's reflected back to you. Same as God. God created you in perfect love, so you'll reflect the perfect love back to God. That's the union. That's the relationship, you can say. God created you not apart from Him. Ultimately, you are Him. Truly, you are God. So you can let go of the idea of sacrifice. It's never going to free you from guilt. You can let go of the false nobility of suffering. No one suffers. It's just a dream. Your natural state is wholeness. It says, I am complete because I am your son. Nothing can be missing. Nothing can be broken. There's nothing for you to prove. You're the perfect and holy Son of God. To feel incomplete is just to forget about that. And it's like God forgot. See, it's kind of like you're experiencing yourself as not God when you're buying into illusion, when you're forgetting. When you're forgetting who you are, you're experiencing yourself as not God. When you remember yourself as a son of God or as God, everything you give, you know that everything you give is already within you and it's received already. You're just experiencing that relationship of giving and receiving. And to experience it truly is to know your oneness with God. You know, you could say extension of God, kind of like the sun extends rays of light. Whenever it's talking about the creation, that's what that is. It's the extension, it's the ray of light. Okay. Son of God, because you're created whole, is another way of saying it. And because, as you can see, there's no separation in that. There's only one of us. There's only God, really. God does not sacrifice. There's no sacrifice in creation. There's only extension. Salvation is recognizing yourself as that extension and ultimately as what's extending. See? It says the mercy and the peace of God are free. This can only be accepted. You can't buy it. You can't get enough money to get it. You can't get a bunch of money and get, okay, I want to be enlightened. Now I'm going to use this money to get enlightened. Well, that's fine. That's, it's helpful to use whatever along the path of learning. But it just cannot be attained that way. It has to be accepted. And every demand of sacrifice delays your acceptance. If you think you have to sacrifice anything, that's delaying your acceptance of the grace of God. See, here's the exchange of salvation. Give up nothing because nothing was real, none of it was real, and receive everything that's always yours. That which you know, and that's what you love, and that's which is that which is completely sustainable. Peace. It doesn't cost anything. What I give increases me. I'm complete now, and giving is my joy. So, for your beautiful morning practice, maybe 5 minutes, maybe longer if you feel drawn. No more than a few minutes is required, though. Notice how you feel. What brings more lightness? To sit longer, to sit shorter? Notice how you feel. It's all an experiment. You might sit quietly. Bring an area of your life to mind. Wherever you feel burdened, a sense of sacrifice of time, effort, a relationship, a duty. And ask the Spirit to show you, or you could say, ask yourself, there's only one of us. Show me how this can be giving, not loss, not a sacrifice, a pure giving. And wait to feel a shift. Notice in your body. Body's just an energy field reflecting experience. Notice how love can reinterpret every burden. Feel it. Let love reinterpret your burdens as an opportunity to be this extension of giving peace. See? You're the immediate recipient of that. And throughout the day, if you feel any weariness, pressure, of course, fear, effort, striving, remind yourself you can't lose, you can only give. Giving is increasing. This way of giving, it's giving peace. This will turn your exhaustion into joy. Watch it. Notice it. Notice the transformation within your body's energy field. And before sleep, before rest, at the day's end, notice a moment where giving felt effortless. Even if it was offering a smile, understanding, patience. Recognize how you gained everything. And remember this lesson. I am not asked to make a sacrifice to find the mercy and the peace of God. The ego's whole world runs on the logic of sacrifice. No pain, no gain. To win, someone else must lose. To have something, someone must give it up. That's illusory stuff. All that just plays out as it needs to. This lesson is dismantling this entire system, though, by returning our mind to the truth of divine reciprocity. Giving and receiving are the same. No one has to pay for peace. They just need to accept it. What we pay for is pain. It's ridiculous. Look at it. Withholding love. That makes us feel poor. That's the only scarcity there is. Scarcity of love. And love really can't be scarce. That's why we're dreaming it up. But every time you let love flow through you freely, you're remembering this abundance. It's for you. It's a gift to you, from you to you. There's only you. You can't suffer and know God, let's say. Let's say you get the sense of sorrow, sadness. You can still know God with the sense of sadness, in recognition that it's a signal. It's not a reality. In that, you can hold sadness without suffering over it. See that? You can hold heartbreak, for instance, without suffering over it. You see that it's a signal. It's meant to inform your mind, not in the way the ego does. It's meant to reveal hidden beliefs about yourself that project sorrow, in this case, a form of fear. When you rest in the truth, you can embrace any feeling in gladness. I mean, I notice myself holding these two together, these opposites, apparent opposites. It's just duality, sorrow and gladness. There's a sense of gladness for the sorrow, for what the sorrow is revealing. And when those two are held together like that, the opportunity is seized in that moment. We become blessed by sorrow. See, because it's showing something, it's revealing something, and in that blessing, and you bring the sadness and the gladness together. Of course, the sadness is resolved. It might resolve over a period of time. It might keep coming back up to be resolved. That's okay. That's the way healing occurs. As you go through this and continue to practice like this, it'll get easier and the sorrow won't seem intense anymore. Oh, there's sorrow. Ah, what a joy. So, yay, there's no sacrifice. Isn't that so fun? Twice today and every hour, and whenever it's needed. I am not asked to make a sacrifice to find the mercy and the peace of God. Have a beautiful remembrance. I love you.